I've always been interested in being a goaltender. I have always wanted to be a goalie, a hockey goalie. I always thought that was what I would do when I was really young.
Oh, that's cool.
And I also really like being a keeper in soccer. I'm a big, tall, and my entire life I've been really heavy. So I was good at the reactions, but physically not very, what's that word? Not amphibious.
Agile?
Ah, that's the one. I've never been...
Amphibious? Hold on.
Hey, that's pretty close.
Amphibious and agile.
A-A-G next to A-M.
PH.
Well, but the M is close to shish, to the G. How many letters away is that? It's less than half.
I mean, I have to give it to you because your brain works differently than mine. Like, you might be imagining words and how they're spelled, whereas I think about what the action is and I see it visually. Because we talked about this at one point about how you don't have like an inner monologue. And I think you also said you don't like, when you picture something, you picture more the word than the object. Right?
Yeah, I have aphantasia, which people always seem to love when we talk about it in any context. I've talked about it with, well, I haven't really talked about it with you on like a live stream or anything, but I've brought it up with several different people and everyone's always like, what is that? What is that? I don't see nothing. When I'm trying to think of a word for like assembling language, it feels to me more like I'm rifling through a dictionary. Where I'm like, I know all these words. What's that one I'm trying to think of? And I'm looking and it's like, agile, no, amphibious, whatever. I keep like burning through words until I find the right page.
That's really interesting.
I see almost nothing visually when I imagine or sleep or dream anything.
So thinking about it in the context of how you think, then it makes sense that amphibious and agile would be close together, whereas the way my mind works, they're very far apart.
Yeah.
That's interesting. Okay, continue.
But yeah, I was not very agile. I was better with hockey because it's more positional and there's a smaller range of motion. I mean, to be a high level player, you still have to be agile, like a crazy freak of nature where your reactions and your bodily accuracy and you have to be amazing.
Yeah, but you don't have to like run across the full goal. It's like quick reactions of your arm, your leg, and you're like sliding kind of back and forth.
Yeah.
Because the goal is like slightly bigger than the goalie generally. Like it's shorter, but a little bit wider.
The hockey goal is small enough. It is actually an advantage to be a huge dude. Some very successful NHL goalies, part of their success is that they're like 6'6" and like 250 pounds or something. They're like just huge dudes who are in the way of a lot of the goal. But then also they're super fast and the reflexes are insane. Yeah. To be a keeper in soccer, you have to like
run,
dive, and jump pretty high. Even if you're in the exact right position, there's a lot of physical agility that's required to get to where the ball might be. I was never good at that, but I liked it. Got to wear gloves.
Speed, acceleration, change of direction, all of those things.
Yeah. And I actually was like, I'm a sprinter, whatever physiologically that means. I've always been better at sprinting than distance. I'm surprisingly fast my whole like childhood for how big I was, but not that fast, just faster than I should be.